if you're a professional photographer and you care about your equipment and you want to get the best quality gear you can get without spending a ton of money, then take a look at these two by Sunwayfoto. So if you're into landscape photography, one of the things you might possibly want in order to get and control your compositions is going to be to get a two-way head. And the reason why two-way heads are important and what's the primary difference is that unlike regular ball heads or level bases where you have one adjustment that's going to control both the axes of tilt and pan, on a two-way head you are going to be able to isolate one from the other. So when you make the adjustments on this one, pan, you have your tilt up and down, and then you have a separate pan option right there. And when it comes to these two, one of the two choices that you might be looking at is going to be the DT02 head and the DT03. So the question is, should you go for this or that? What do they have in common and what's the difference? Let's go. So both of these two heads, what they have in common is they're both made by Sunwayfoto. They are both two-way heads, which are going to let you make your manual adjustment both in pan and tilt up and down, and we're going to do it that way. Number two, they're all professional quality gear. Sunwayfoto makes really high-end high-end professional and consumer prosumer camera equipment. Both of these are very well machined, super smooth adjustments, and most of all, it comes at a very affordable and attainable price. Now, the primary difference between these two is going to be couple little bit extra features that you would have on this one. So starting out with the DT02, they consider this a monopod head. So both of the adjustments, everything's on one head. These would be great for tripods, monopods, things like that. You have this big, amazing to work with knob here, and this is going to control your tilt angle right here. So obviously when you're just doing this, you're literally just tilting. You're not doing anything with the pan. You do have a scale here showing you whether you're at 90 degrees or not, or what your angle is, and then you can just lock it down. The top is going to be compatible with the Arca plate. It does come with the DP60G Arca plate, which is a really quality Arca plate, and it comes with a stud here for your sling, for a quick detached sling. If you don't like this head, you can also swap it out for any of them that have the single screw, and you do have a bubble level on top. Now, also on the plate, you are going to get these stoppers here, and the cool part about the stoppers is, let's say by accident you loosen this up and your pan and your head was tilted, well, that is going to protect your camera from going overboard. So definitely a nice touch. Do keep them on there. And then what we have on the bottom is going to be your adjustment for your pan. So once you have your tilt angle figured out, you just have your adjustment for the pan, and you're going to get a beautiful panorama that way. So super, super nice. Then we have the DT03S. And this is a dual pedestal one. You still have the exact same functions, but a couple of extras. So it is going to come with the DPG80 plate, which is going to be a little bit bigger version of the 60. So this could also work really well with tripod feet, anything else like that. You still have a stud here that you can attach your slings to, so your camera is not going to go fly away that way. And then it comes with both the screws for it. Now, one of the differences in here, this head is going to have two screws on here, and what that allows you to do is, if you want to turn this the opposite way, you can actually turn it the opposite way, and that's going to be good for tripods, anything else along those lines. You can definitely make that adjustment. Then your tilt angle is now, you have tension on both of these. So you can actually minimize just a little bit. You don't have to loosen them both up, and then you can just tighten both of them down, and you're going to be good that way. And then you have this knob here, which is going to control your pan. So definitely very, very nice. Both of these are going to be super smooth to work with. A lot of people who are getting them in the comments and the reviews, they love how smooth it is and the value that you're getting for your money with these. So if you are looking for a two-way head, these are your options. You have the DT02 and the DT03. DT03 by Sunwayfoto.